Hello and welcome to Tim's BMW Repairs and Information. I am so happy. At last, my soft top doesn't have any lichen on it. It's absolutely spotless. It looks fantastic. Yeah, this has been a 9-year-long fight to try and get the lichen off, and it's all gone. I've tried so many methods, and you've seen me through the years try different methods, using the whole Renovo system of the washing stuff, scrubbing it, and then the black stuff, and then the waterproofing and all the rest of it. You need sheets all over the car because it stains the bodywork, doesn't even come off the glass. Yeah, that's fine for about 5 minutes, and then it comes back again. As soon as the sort of top layer of the black compound comes off, yeah, the lichen shows again. The problem is none of those techniques actually get rid of lichen, they just cover it up. Yep, so I've tried biological compounds, I've tried all sorts of stuff from eBay and Amazon to try and get it off. I can assure you nothing gets rid of that lichen, it is stuck on there. But as you can see, my soft top is lovely, I'm so proud of that. After all of these years, no lichen, it's absolutely spotless and velvety clean. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to show you the technique to do this, and it doesn't involve cloths all over the car, doesn't involve scrubbing brushes, biological compounds or blackening compounds. It's a simple technique, but it took me a while to work out how to do it. Let me take you on that journey that I took to get to this point. Right, first of all, how did I get to this point to work out a technique to clean it? Well, it involves this parasol and these cloth covered chairs. Yeah, when I first got a pressure washer, I pressure washed everything, as you would do, of course. And yeah, these chairs have got a bit of black mould on them, as they do, as sitting in the garden for years. So I thought, yeah, I'd give them a good go. Now, I tried all the nozzles on the pressure washer. Yeah, the only one that made any difference was the one which whizzes around and you use for getting weeds out from between block paving. Yeah, that wasn't a great idea at all, because what it does is it actually damages the canvas. Now, it's difficult to see, and in fact it looks a lot better than it was, but I'll move this up here and you can see these sort of pock marks. There's one there. Yeah, that's what happens when you pressure wash the fabric chair with that nozzle. It actually damages the fabric. So yeah, that wasn't a great idea. That put me off pressure washing things for a while, I must admit, because quite expensive chairs, and yet I've just mangled the canvas on them. Glad to report they've sort of reverted to them being taut on the chair again and everything once they've been in the sun and everything. Anyway, that's about 5 years ago. Move 5 years further on, this parasol has got to go away for the winter, and it's been up all year so far, yeah, and it's picked up a lot of black sort of spotty stuff. Now, I've tried a fabric cleaner on it and a scrubbing brush, it just doesn't come off. But I thought, right, okay, I'm going to use the pressure washer, but I know from experience if I use it with that whizzy round attachment, that's going to damage the canvas, and we can't have that. So I thought I'd experiment using the different nozzles, and in fact I bought a new one from Amazon because mine was blocked up. And I tell you what, that worked a real treat. Yep, I put that parasol down on the ground with it fully extended so I could get right to the face of it and blast it through with a pressure washer using a sort of fan-shaped water jet. It was fantastic. It took a few goes, I'll give you that. I cleaned it from the outside and I turned it round and I cleaned it from the inside. And as you can see now, it is absolutely perfect. There's not a mark on it. Right, after my astounding success with the parasol, I thought, well, can you pressure wash a soft top? Because that should get the lichen off. Problem is, of course, when I cleaned the parasol, the water went in one side and it popped out the other. And you certainly don't want to do that on the soft top because you fill the car up with water. Anyway, don't be fooled by the soft top on our car. It isn't just a layer of canvas. First of all, we've got this what looks like canvas from the inside, but it's just a headlining material. And if we actually go to the outside, we've got a very thick layer of canvas, which is also protected by whatever waterproofing agent you put on it. But even without a waterproofing agent, if you turn it over, you actually see it's got an interface layer, which is this checkered layer, followed by a waterproof layer. And underneath that is the headlining material, which looks like canvas. So the question was, can you pressure wash this without water going into the car? Well, I can tell you the answer to that because I've done it 5 times now, and the answer is no, water doesn't go into the car and it gets lichen off a soft top. But there is a little technique you've got to use to get it off, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Right, here we go again then. We've got the sprayers. Both of these work fine. This is the original Karcher one which got blocked up. I've unblocked it now and it's fine. Has to be set to hard. This is the one I got from Amazon. I'll put the number, the part number up in the description. That has to be set fully to hard. Soft doesn't do anything at all. They're both the same. They have these eye things in them to get a fan-shaped spray. So both the same. The reason I've got a scraper is because that better indicates the sort of, better describes the spray pattern, which is this fan shaped. It's quite thin, but it's wide. And if you've got a heavily soiled car, then put it up to this point here, so you're about a couple of inches away from the top of the surface. But the important thing is it has to be 90 degrees. It doesn't work if it's at that angle or that angle or anything. It has to be absolutely 90 degrees. I've tried other settings and sort of doing it at this angle. It did nothing to it, did not get the lichen off. Now, with same as with a scraper, if you really want to concentrate the power, use the edge of it. So like this. So this part of the spray pattern really does cut in. And if you've got some bit of lichen that doesn't want to come off, use the edge of the spray pattern, go round it. It will come off eventually and then go back to the 90 degrees to carry on. The way I did it was just go along from, I did the side bits first and then got myself a set of steps, stood on the step and then kept this at 90 degrees all the way through. Did the whole top of the car. Did this side, from this side, put the step ladder over the other side, did the other side. Now the first run through, it gets rid of just about everything. You might have a couple of bits of lichen left. Do it again and it will get rid of it a bit more, but use the edge of the spray pattern to get to it. I'll show you video of me doing it, but of course I can't talk to you while I'm doing it because it's blimmin' noisy. Anyway, so let's reiterate that. Yeah, it's got to be 90 degrees the spray pattern has. The closer you are to the top, the more effective it is, but the less area that you cover doing one sweep. So, I mean, it's quite tiring if you're using it up to here, but of course you do have to do that if it's really heavily soiled. Once you've got rid of most of it, then you can have about this distance, about 3 inches away from the soft top. So you've got the spray bar about up here. That's really effective, keeping it 90 degrees. And just, yeah, keep going from the right to the left until you've covered the whole car. Leave it for a couple of hours. If it's a sunny day like it is today, then it's going to take 2 hours to dry out completely. Then you can have a proper look at it. And if it's like this, you know, absolutely perfect, no marks at all, you're done. Yeah, if I say so myself, that is absolutely brilliant. It's dry now. There is not a spot of lichen on it. I've tried so many times to get it off, but the stuff just reappears when it's dry, but this is staying away. Amazing, yeah, that's brilliant. And there we go then, fantastic. I'm so pleased with that soft top. Oh, it's lovely and black now. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I was always disappointed after doing those really long jobs, especially the Renovo stuff, which takes 2 days to do. And the results were okay, a lot better than it was, but the lichen just didn't come off. And I'm so pleased with this method that, yeah, I knew 5 or 6 weeks ago it was a go, but I wanted to make absolutely sure that this carries on working and so on and no water gets in the car. So, yep, I'm glad to report, lovely black roof, fantastic, no water in the car, no damp points or anything inside. It just doesn't go through because there's that waterproof layer underneath this. Yeah, this interface, waterproof cover, headliner, it doesn't get through it at all. So anyway, put the thumbs up if it helped you. Yeah, I know these videos aren't that popular. Used to get about 500 views after about 6 months. But there you go, I'm pleased with it. I'm really pleased that the soft tops are all black again and not half covered with lichen. Yeah, it's really depressing when it does that. But anyway, put the thumbs up if that helps you. Hope you enjoy it. Thanks for the comments. Of course, I read all the comments. Yeah, we've got more stuff coming on the E31. As you can see, the Mini's in the drive, which means the E31's gone off to the body shop. Got all the stuff to Lee Shannon, all the sort of axles and axle carriers and stuff like that. So yep, I'll update that as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.